Hello and welcome to DOS Nostalgia. I'm Anatoly and I invite you to the wonderful world of MS-DOS gaming. Today we're going to talk about a game that defined the whole genre and gave the world a franchise that's still going strong today, Castle Wolfenstein.
Originally released in 1981 for the Apple II computer, Castle Wolfenstein is considered to be the first stealth game. The goal is simple: escape from the Nazi fortress, avoiding the guards. Easier said than done. Your usual guards are pretty easy. They take one shot to kill, will not recognize you if you're wearing a Nazi uniform, and can be searched if you put a gun on them. Or you can just shoot them and search their bodies. Then there are the SS Stormtroopers. They're wearing bulletproof vests and can follow you from screen to screen. If you run into one of these, the easiest way of dealing with him would be to throw a grenade at his face. That will do it. Make sure you have a bulletproof vest as well, because they are also quite good shots. The game environment is quite interactive. There are locked chests that can contain useful items, and sometimes they take a long time to open, but you can always shoot the locks to open them quicker. If you encounter a closed door, you can always search dead bodies for keys, or you can just throw a grenade at it. Both actions will alert a nearby guard, so the choice is yours. All these elements just add more to the game experience. The graphics are nothing special and for the most part purely functional. I kind of like the giant swastikas on the Nazi guard uniforms. The sound is your usual PC speaker deal, except that I think this was one of the first PC games to use digitized speech. This was really cool for the time. The levels are randomly generated in the way that the way through the castle is always the same, but the rooms get shuffled around. If you die or get captured, you can continue playing the same castle, or you can generate a new one. Also quite unusual for the time is the save feature. You can leave the game at any time, and the next time you reload it, you continue where you left off. Controls can be a bit of a problem. You have 9 keys to move your character, 1 for every direction and 1 to stop. Also 8 buttons to point the gun in different directions and 1 to shoot. And separate buttons to open doors, pick up items and throw a grenade. Although unusual at first, after a while you become used to it. The only negative thing I can say about this game is that a lot depends on your luck. Since the game is randomly generated, you never know if you're going to have enough supplies to get through levels, or if you're gonna run into a room full of stormtroopers. But another unique feature adjusts the gameplay to the player, so if you die often, the next playthrough would be a bit easier. The game was quite successful and had a sequel, Beyond Castle Wolfenstein, which featured much of the same gameplay with a few adjustments. Now you're a German trying to assassinate Hitler by putting a bomb in his meeting room. The gameplay had a few new additions, but one that stands out the most is that instead of keys you now carry passes for the floors and are periodically asked by guards to show the right one.
Like many games of its time, the game was revolutionary in many ways. It's still fun to play and see how the whole stealth genre has started out. And the game also inspired id Software to create Wolfenstein 3D, so it's a big piece of gaming history. And this is it for this episode of DOS Nostalgia. I'm Anatoly, see you next time, and thank you for watching.